I'm going to ask that as you engage not only in this session but the remainder of the summit, that you continue to listen with your hearts and minds and embrace the spirit of the conversation, with the hope that it advances how we think about these challenging issues related to building community.
If you think about where we started, we've made amazing progress. If you think about where we've started, it's been extraordinary, but it clearly is not enough. This is, and I mentioned this at the last session I was in, that this is a struggle that will never end, or certainly won't end in my lifetime, and probably not yours either.
And if we lose sight of why we're doing this work, it's about creating learning communities, not just communities. I want to make sure we understand. Please nod if you understand what I'm saying. That all of this is really about us learning to make this country a better place. And if we lose sight of that, we'll just be fighting little battles here and there and always losing. But if we always keep sight of what we're doing, and that is about learning.
The classroom, to me, the lecture hall, the sites, peer-to-peer sites, where students learn and engage, that's where we have to be bold and brave. This is where we have to ask really difficult questions. This is where we have to deal with conflict. And from a leadership perspective, and I totally agree with Alma, we have to be less risk averse in terms of worrying about the outside world.
You know, we have to work with our students for them to understand the difference between equity and equality, the difference between responding in a particular way to one group that would not be the same response to another group.
You have to have services, you have to have structures that are responsive to the needs of the various communities that you bring. And to do everything the same way for every student makes no sense, will not work, and is not ensuring that your institution is both really and psychologically accessible to all students.
You look at the history of this country and you get mobilization and you get counter-mobilization, you know, and I think if you're lazy, you think it's a pendulum swing. So we just have to accept that we're swinging one way now, right? We'll swing back again. But I don't think it's as simple as that. I think that I love that word vigilant. If we don't continue to press forward, not only can we go back, we may never swing that way again.